Okay, we're going to take you inside now. Pay attention to some party strategy, all right? So wouldn't you love to be a fly in the room when political leaders talk strategy? Well, here's the next best thing. Republicans recently met in Boca Raton, Boca Grande, Florida, I should say, to talk about raising money for the upcoming election and beyond. Party finance officials offered a slide presentation which found its way to the website Politico.com. So here we go. We're going to take a look at some of the PowerPoint presentation slides that were found from this GOP briefing. The Tools for Success. That was the Republican logo right there. It's called Tools for Success. And what they said in this PowerPoint presentation was putting the fun back in fundraising. The motivation you can see here, it was to give into others' appeals to potential donors here. You can see it's shaped like a heart, so they're appealing to the hearts of the donors here. Appeal to people's fears, they say. Get them to give money. It's here. Appeal to the fears. People who have extreme feelings toward the administration, and on and on and on. Now this is from a Republican fundraising event. This is according to Politico.com. Appeal to peer pressure. These are the normal small donors here, which they get most of their donations for. These are small donors. So this is average folks, you and me, people who make, normal salary. These are the big guys, where they get probably 80% of their donations from. Appeal to their ego, it says. So let's go to the next slide. When you sell, they said, how do you sell? What can you sell when you don't have the White House, the House, or the Senate? And then this, if you know, this is sort of the symbol from Atlas Shrugged, right, that they're appealing to here. So you save the country, it says, from trending towards socialism. And again, Republican talking points for raising money, we are told here. The final thing, they said in this same slideshow, the evil empire, to portray the president as a socialist. And then here you see, the portrait here of Harry Reid and then Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi in this thing is portrayed as Cruella De Vil. Nancy and Harry Reid, Scooby Doo. So there you go. What do you make of this? Let's go to Jessica Yellen in Washington. Now, does it appeal that they're appealing to the lowest common denominator instead of saying, hey, let's do it on information? This seems to be appealing to fear and what people have been criticizing the Republican Party for.
Yeah, well, the problem with this, Don, is that it's just so Bush League. It's so juvenile and goofy that it's embarrassing. It's another embarrassment for the Republican Party. So are they appealing to fear? Well, yeah, they say explicitly, yes, let's appeal to the fears that Obama is pushing us towards socialism. But it's hardly a secret that that's a major underpinning of the themes in some of the Republican base's message this year. I mean, again, they're appealing to the most activist members of their own party, and they're saying let's do it on this fear of socialism. And yeah, it's embarrassing for the Republican Party. And I'll point out, Democrats are going to use this and go to town on it to campaign against the Republicans and raise their own money.
The cynicism that we're seeing here, when you see things like this, I don't know, and I'm sure Democrats have their own talking points, their own strategies for raising money.
Right.
But as you said, this one seemed to be pretty elemental. And to the cynicism that you see here, let's make sure that we appeal to people who tell people, who have the most radical views about the administration. Let's call the president a socialist. I mean, what do you make of that? I'm not a political strategist, but I'm not sure if the other side is doing that. Are they?
What you have here are a group of very active Republican fundraisers and somebody from their own campaign saying this is how you're going to get more money. And look, both sides do things to gin up the base and get people excited. What's awful about this is just how goofy it is, basically. I mean, compare Harry Reid to Scooby Doo. They don't have a more sophisticated message than that.
Or, Cruella De Vil. Hey, listen, I want to tell you, Michael Steele distancing himself from this thing. He didn't know anything about it. He didn't attend it. And then I want to tell you what a Democratic spokesperson says. He says, and this is from Brad Woodhouse. He says, if you had any doubt whatsoever that the Republican Party has been taken over by fear-mongering lunatic fringe, those doubts were erased today. Again, Brad Woodhouse. And then again, Michael Steele, the chairman of the RNC, is distancing himself, saying, I saw an interview with him. He said, I didn't like it when I was compared to, memes or really sort of degrading figures. So I don't like it when the president is as well.
Right, and he is saying that this is a matter for an internal investigation, and that, or he didn't use the word investigation, but he said they're looking into it internally and they'll decide what will be done. Really, the big problem here, Don, is that this is just another embarrassment under Michael Steele's leadership, and the RNC has been rocked by them time and again. So it's a problem for Michael Steele. I don't suspect this will become a problem for fundraising for the Republican Party. The challenge they're having really right now is the RNC is having problem raising money with their biggest donors. Most of their donations, a growing number, are coming from their small donors, and so they have to be worried.
Do you think the small donors are aware of this stuff, like these sort of talking points, that's how they may be appealing to them?
Yeah, I doubt most people think that that there's a strategy behind everything.
We've got to run. I do want to say we've reached out to Michael Steele. I even called myself. We called a number of times. He would not come on the show. He said scheduling problems. He did appear on Fox News. Saw the interview there, and he said that he was surprised by this. But, you know, we shall see. Maybe he'll come on and talk. If you're watching, Mr. Steele, Chairman Steele, come on. Love to talk to you. Thank you, Jessica.